Hi there. Let's talk about coronavirus in Germany. Today there's not going to be any intros or anything like that. This is not a happy episode, not a happy video. I'm making this with the idea to just document what's the current situation in Germany, how the government is handling the whole corona outbreak here in Germany, and that's the main. The main part is just to document how the situation is. So currently, as I'm recording this video, Germany is on the 4th place in the world with the most active cases. Until a couple of days ago, we were on 2nd place, and we have right now almost 24,000 people that are sick. And no, sorry, that's the total amount of cases. We have, 23,500 sick people, and we have almost 100 that have passed away. And compared to other countries, the death count is quite low, but also the recovered count is also low. And I do think that's a bit of a question mark what's to come in the next 2 weeks, because the whole situation here has been like, I don't know, from week and a half. It exploded quite fast. It escalated quite fast, to be fair. So we still haven't reached those crucial 2nd or 3rd week where we can see how many people recovered and or sadly passed away from the disease. Also, another point is I heard that no one is testing the dead bodies for the coronavirus unless they have confirmed corona before they died. And no one is checking if they died because of corona, which is kind of weird for me. One good point here is that the critical cases remain really low here in Germany. We currently have only 2, which is in some way positive. Yeah, let's talk about the whole handling of the situation. I do feel that Germany has a more free approach to handling this, not a lot of restrictions. Only recently, 2 days ago, the Bavarian government issued some more limitations, but you still have a long list of freedoms, like you can go out for a jog, you can go out for a walk with your family, for example, visit the doctor, visit grocery shops, and I think there is an official curfew at midnight, which is like, what the hell, midnight? A lot of people were actually not self-isolating. They were still going out in the parks, cafes, restaurants, and so on, because restaurants and cafes were still open. So they tried to impose a little bit more limitations on that, and they're closing most of the restaurants now. And cafes, even though some remain open, those are the ones that have deliveries and drive-throughs. What's weird is that even though Germany is one of the companies that's making the most amount of tests, not everyone that has symptoms is getting tested right now. For example, me and my wife, we are already like 1 week into self-isolation because we had a couple of symptoms, and basically we cannot get tested because the doctor said it makes no sense because the symptoms were not critical enough. So yeah, I guess we'll just have to stay at home, and I hope that we're all right, even if it's the corona that it passes through without any complications. As I see it right now, basically, unless you're sick on a level that requires you to go to the hospital, no one is going to test you for the coronavirus here. So it's up to the people, when they feel a little bit sick or some of the symptoms, to self-isolate. That's also my opinion, that's the best approach right now if the tests aren't enough or there is not enough capacity to run all the needed tests. I do feel like that the German government, most of Germany is still actually quite open. Mainly Bavaria imposed some limitations, and the rest of the Germany is still without any critical limitations and so on. And I do feel that Germany is a bit slow on reacting on the whole situation compared to Bulgaria, for example, where I think there were like only 20 or 30 cases discovered, and basically the whole country is on full lockdown. There is a curfew. Most of the shops were closed, and here they started imposing such things after we had like 15,000 or something like that. So it did came a bit slow, and it's still, in my opinion, the precautions that were taken are not reflecting the severity of the situation. A lot of people are still going around, traveling, gathering, and they act as this is just a flu, bro. Yeah. Obviously, it's not just a flu, since a lot of people are dying, and it's quite contagious. Right now in Bavaria, I think there is this, only in Bavaria, there is the 25,000 euro fine for parties. There was even this case where they had the last week Corona parties because schools shut down. And what did the teenagers do? They decided to gather and have parties because they're free. And that's idiotic as hell. Yeah, that's pretty much the situation right now in Germany. I do see this virus as a general IQ test. I've mentioned this in conversation with friends and in the podcast with James and Cameron. That right now, from the reactions of people, you can see actually how their brain functions and how high is their IQ. Because honestly, there are a lot of idiots out there, and it's quite visible, like from the ones that are buying toilet paper for the next 20 years to people just ignoring the whole thing and acting like it's just another day. I don't think that panic is the answer, but I also don't think that we should just live our lives as if everything is normal. I think we should take a more serious approach to the whole situation in order to come out of it as soon as possible and with the least amount of casualties. Right now, from what I've seen on the internet, there is a huge disinformation situation. Non-stop different information is bombarded from all over. People are trying to milk this for the clicks, and you have big titles like "This is going to cure you 100% from Corona," "This is going to protect you 100% from Corona," and most of this information has no actual scientific data to back it up, and it's just for the clicks. People are going nuts. People are buying out so much hand sanitizer and toilet paper and all of the things. Actually, here in Germany, they have a really nice term for that. That's hamster buying, because you just pile up everything like a hamster. I can say that in Nuremberg, the situation in that aspect was quite okay. Yes, toilet paper is a bit hard to find, sanitizers as well, but most of the other goods are still available in the markets. Unlike in other parts of Germany, I've seen crazy videos from all over Germany where people are just fighting to get toilet paper and stuff like that. But thank God, thank you people in Nuremberg, that you're a little bit more civilized than the rest. In general, I would also like to say that the fact that we have the situation with tests being refused, I would expect that the actual count of the infected people to be much higher than it actually is, at least 4 or 5 times more. Yeah, we just have to see what comes in the next weeks. If things develop more drastically, I will definitely make another video documenting how things have progressed. Since Germany is in the top 4 from the most affected countries right now, and a lot of eyes are on Germany due to the low death count, and hopefully it's not just because they're not testing the dead. It's because they actually have some nice working procedures that other countries can use in order to minimize the casualties. I would also like to thank everyone right now in Germany that is still working, whether that's in the shops, the open restaurants, doctors, all kind of medical staff, gas stations, and pharmacies. Those people are basically risking their lives every day for us to have the minimum needed to survive. And thank you for continuing to work, although the situation is a bit dramatic, and not dramatic, I don't think is not the right word. It's it's a bit bad. Let's say it like that. Thanks for watching. Let me know down in the comments how are you viewing the corona situation where you are right now, how the government is taking measures against the spread of the corona. So yeah, thanks for watching, stay safe, and see you on my other videos, guys. Bye.